And he's also gone toe-to-toe with Zomba as well, but it just seems like the clutch factor just goes in favor of Zomba. But this is also a matchup that can be pretty difficult for a character like Rob because of the bigness that is and the heaviness that is this character. But one thing we know about Zomba is the moment that he gets in your face, you know you're going to be taken for a ride. This kid is pressuring you to oblivion. As you see it right now, already 61 tacked on in the first 20 seconds of this game.
Yeah, Zomba plays a Rob in a very all-around type of way, while Deltaforce almost plays the Link in a more optimized kind of way, looking for cheeky reversals as his MO, but very much focusing on like ways to extend off of back air, ways to extend off of tech chases, finding key moments to throw out that fair, which is such a huge reward.
Oh my god.
And a little bit of change up with some of these bombs, that remote bomb being a flexible projectile, but that down tilt being... I feel very comfortable in saying Rob down tilt's the best down tilt in the game. Wouldn't you agree, disagree?
Yeah, it's definitely up there on the marks. It's definitely up there on the marks, but one move that is also up there on the marks is Link's Nair. That could be a tool that can be spammed, that can be utilized to Deltaforce's advantage. One thing that we specifically know about how Deltaforce plays is whenever he has the bomb out, he uses it as a wall option. He uses it as a mind game option where he's either going to use it so his opponent has to try to figure out a way in, or he's just going to try to mix it up and try to explode it while you're close to the blast zone. Right now, it seems like he's struggling to even play with it as he has 93% tacked on in the second stock. Zomba just committing to the pressure game.
Yeah, it almost feels like Delta he's going for these options off of Nair and trying to create an interesting, an RPS dynamic off of landing neutral air, of what you were mentioning. Insanely strong button as this edge guard will be completed by the gyro.
Yeah, no,
and there's the laser. Bomb recovery, wrong way.
Unfortunate stock right there. I mean, he just needs to at least get this first stock, put himself on the board as he does so, baiting him out to air dodge and get the up tilt to get the stock. And now a whole stock down, but definitely nothing that Link has not been able to get himself to bring back.
Yeah, not in the slightest, right? Link has a lot of raw kill power and a lot of potential for opening players up in massive, massive ways. But gotta look out for that down air. It was just a little bit out of range. I mean, it's just this rinse and repeat from Zomba right now. Like, all right, I'm going to catch you jumping with an up tilt. I'll catch you rolling with a regrab. And it's like, I'm going to play this ledge trapping game, this reaction ledge trapping, and force you to deal with it. This rock, paper, scissors stuff and this conditioning that Deltaforce has been trying to do, like with that air dodge kill earlier with some of the down smashes they've thrown out, they're not going to get the chance to double down and to create more layers for that if they can't get off ledge.
Yeah. And right now, once again, in the off-stage situation, the air dodge coming in clutch, but no tech is going to save him, as not many people can prepare for a fair option. You know, usually most players would opt to make it back to stage safely, but Rob is one of those characters that can utilize an aerial attack and then immediately still use his uppy to make it back to stage safely. Zomba using that awareness to his advantage and getting this game won. I mean, that was such a good edge guard. Unnecessary, but I mean, he got it, and everything planned out perfectly for Zomba. So
the gyro on the first one, the first one was spaced actually very well from Deltaforce, but because they did aerial spin attack and the first hit of it hit gyro, the gyro was lifted up with them, lifted up and dragged in, connecting with Delta when originally it wouldn't have. Which is just kind of unfortunate.
That's how it be sometimes, man.
Very true.
Yeah,
very true.
You just can't avoid the facts, and the facts is that Zomba is out with a vengeance right now. He is out to fight, he is out to play, and he is out to win big money. As it says right there, blood money. I don't know what that means, but it says money in it, and you know he's money hungry.
He's a big fan of the Call of Duty Zombies. He loves that stuff.
He's definitely money hungry right now, and it's definitely showing as he's applying so much on Deltaforce, making it very hard for Deltaforce to find an opening, just tacking on this damage so easily. Even the gyro is going to stop Deltaforce.
And these jumps from out of the corner from Delta, finally doing a roll into a reversal there. Needs more mix-ups like that, because a lot of the time Zomba has just been able to place buttons that cover multiple options, and Delta would fall into one of those options, commonly being jumps. Looking for the reversal there. I like the idea. Saw the boomerang hit, tried to pull the trigger, but it's hard to commit to, and it's hard to get all of those on-hit reactions because of just how surprisingly elusive Rob can be.
Yeah, and it's really hard because a character like Link, you know, despite having some good tools in his arsenal with the projectiles and the Nair, if he's swinging that sword, it takes a good while. He just has a lot of slow moves as well that a character like Rob just kind of contests with the good frame data that they have, but still trying to find this first stock taken away. But the high recovery is a patented thing that most players like Zomba love to do, but finally going to lose that first stock. And it is almost deja vu of what we saw from game 1. Because it's the same situation.
That time, Delta started with a back air, but missed the fair one. Oh, double.
Nice.
Yeah, okay. This ton of damage, and the boomerang is out, coming back in order to prevent the combo coming off from Zomba, as Delta continues to try and... It's continued corner play, and Zomba usually gets reward off of it more common with either resets or eventually finding that classic Zombair. Meanwhile, Delta has just been trying to scramble out of the corner, force scraps so that neutral air can try and win. As we see in center, though, Zomba... Is this it? Good DI?
Might be. No, yeah.
Bad DI. Oof.
It's unfortunate, but we also got to keep into mind that Zomba, before playing Rob, he was also a Link main. So
that's true.
I mean, he does know that character very well. And it really goes to show you. I mean, Zomba is just playing in his A game right now. No discredit to Deltaforce. You know, he fought his heart out. He definitely tried to put up a good fight, but it just seemed like Zomba had an answer to almost every single option that Deltaforce wanted to do, and that is going to be Zomba just punching his ticket into top 16.
Yeah, very, very strong play from Zomba, just as a whole. Recently picked up by Space Station Gaming, and it's a very, very strong investment. Zomba is almost always a threat at Majors with that Rob, but also plenty of other characters at their disposal. We've seen the Link at Majors not do super well, but they've previously made Roy, they've secondaried Cloud and Falco. They mess around with so many characters that they can choose to play the pocket counterpick game, or they can commit with Rob depending on how they're feeling and win out with just sheer strength in neutral and strength in understanding of the game, which it's the reason why they're #2 in New York, only to DeBuzz, who they've beaten before.